Making 1001 Anne Sullivan's request from Hannah Allice Simon on the Helen Keller Day. 1994 Salamanca Treaty on Inclusive Education and Adversity to Advantage in COVID-19 Disruptions. Chakshumathi Assistive Technology Center believes in building stronger children than repair broken ma. Hannah is a 10th standard student from Rajgiri Christ Jayanti Public School, Kochi. She is a versatile writer, singer, and a brilliant student. Making 1001 Anne Sullivan's request from Hannah Allice Simon on the Helen Keller Day.
Hi everybody, this is Hannah Allice Simon. Today, June 27th, is a very special day for special people. Today is Helen Keller Day. All of us know Helen Keller. All of us know what she was and what her actions did. She always lived in a world of her own, a world filled with darkness and silence. And then came that person who brought her into the light, who brought her into a new world. She was the hand behind the scenes, the silent strength behind Helen Keller. She was Anne Sullivan. 100 years or so have passed, and Helen Keller is a beautiful memory. But today in this world, there are thousands and lakhs and millions of people, special people like Helen Keller, living in a lonely world filled with darkness and silence, not knowing what it is to hear music, not seeing the beautiful gardens, the beautiful flowers. And today, if Helen Keller would be living, she would have just said this: "Dear friends, I just want to tell you one thing. Certainly, we're not ordinary, we're not normal, but that doesn't mean we're different. We're just special, born to do special things that you cannot do." Today, there are lots of Helen Kellers waiting to be discovered, people of whom the world might sing and praise, but they will remain undiscovered if there are no Anne Sullivans. I remember when I was 6, all of us went out to the playground to play. The teacher led all the students and she said, "Form a line, we're going to have a running race." And then she turned to me, she made her voice sympathetic and kind, and she said, "Hannah, you can't run, so you better go and stand there next to that pillar." And I stood there with wistful eyes. I heard the others having lots of fun, yelling, shouting, running, and I was out of it all. We walked up the stairs into the classroom, and I was choking my tears down. Then a silent, comforting hand was slipped into mine, and my 6-year-old playmate Fatima stood beside me. She said, "Poor Hannah, I wish you could have run and played with us. How can I help you?" And those words I've never forgotten. For her, it was just a few sentences, but to me, it was the faith that there were more kind people left in this world. And the thing that surprises me today is those teachers who were grown up and more than 30 years old did not have the kindness, did not have the empathy that the little 6-year-old girl had. Today, Helen Kellers are undiscovered, and all that I ask you on Helen Keller Day is, if you can say a kind word, if you can lend a helping hand, if you can say, "Hey there, would you like to join us?" If you can make at least one person feel like he is wanted, then that is the biggest thing you can do. Today, Helen Keller is asking you to be an Anne Sullivan to somebody. She is asking you to show empathy. She's asking you to be a playmate, a strong partner to somebody who needs you. So the next time you see a person who can't walk, the next time you see a person who cannot see, just think of how your life would be if you couldn't see, how your life would be if you couldn't walk. And then, if you can say a kind word, not sympathy, not insult, but a real kind word that would make him feel that there are more kind people in this world, then you would be doing a great deal. So, this is your chance to stretch your hands out to those people who need you. This is your chance to be Anne Sullivans, whom the world wants. Happy Helen Kellers Day. Thank you.
1001 Anne Sullivans by January 1, 2021 is a new teachers awareness program of Chakshumathi is to empower school teachers on the new normal special needs of children with visual impairments and print disability. Anne Sullivan Macy was an American teacher best known for being the teacher and lifelong companion of legend leader Helen Keller. It is Anne Sullivan's special attention to blind and hearing impaired Keller made her a world leader. As rightly said by Hannah, there are hundreds of Helen Kellers are among us demotivated by special schools and ignored by teachers of the inclusive schools. The basic issue is sympathy and underestimation on the abilities, dreams, passion, and vision of these children. As per the project 1001 Anne Sullivans, we will run an awareness program to all teachers of inclusive schools on the simple techniques to teach even tough subjects to children with visual impairment and the ability of each students, assistive technologies which level the shortcomings of sight and the scope of converting every student as an independent professional who can lead our world and earn a respectable life. This simple understandings can make every teachers to identify children with print and visual impairments and support them. Our aim is to close down all special schools which is producing victims and discriminating visually impaired students from the mainline society. This dream can come true only when thousands of our teachers get awareness on their special needs students, throw their sympathy mindset and start seeing these kids also as same as their sighted students and encourage them to compete and win. Thanks to Hannah for her beautiful message and her life experience in this very special day of remembering Helen Keller. Chakshumathi is a charitable trust and will not take any donations or funding for any of our operations or campaigns. We are supported by thousands of catalysts who are volunteering in our projects as resource persons and cause supporters. To be free from expenses, we do not run an office and function purely from cloud-based technologies and operations. Team Chakshumathi email.chakshumathi@gmail.com www.icefreescience.com Copyright free to copy. Kindly spread the Salamanca Campaign Treaty message for inclusive education and to transform all special schools to integrated schools and to stop discrimination towards children with visual impairments and provide them equal rights.